can't believe you said that. Oh my God! Now Claire is gonna be like, "Oh my God, it's
true.
totally legit." I knew it was true.
I knew it.
Oh shit!
You should change your status, married.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
So, in this team meeting, we're gonna talk about relationships.
That was actually fucking Facebook. I was.
Yeah, we're talking about relationships. We're talking about dating,
right.
and yeah, still single.
Yeah, and I'm just recently single.
And Tommy's recently single.
Yeah,
he went through something. As we mentioned on the last episode, we both went through something in our lives, and he went through a tumultuous relationship, and I'm back on the apps, the dating apps. Well, not dating apps, but
well, just tell them what you were.
Okay,
what's
so
happening now?
As we know. There was a nice little fun app called Grindr. And if you don't know, then you don't need to know. If you do know, then you with me. No, so Grindr is where you can go for guys, and you can meet other guys, and it tells you their approximate location to you, and and why you're there, and stuff like that, right? So I'm single, so I'm open to having fun. If the right person comes along, cool. If not, cool, right? So I feel like I have like a class 2 clinger because this guy keeps messaging me and texting me. And like he just texted me earlier. He was like, "So I guess you're not much of a texter or a talker." I'm like, "Dude, like calm down. Like we talked about this yesterday. He wants me to come and pick him up, bring him to my place, then drop him off, and then come back to my place."
That is so stupid.
And I'm like, and I was sharing with him. I said, "Look, when I think about the travel,
if you do it, I would tell him like you're gonna have to leave my money on the dresser.
You leaving some money. When I think about the travel, I'm like, it can't be that good, Like I don't know, yeah, And the thing is, like this dude, like I texted him on Grindr like months ago, and he was like he wrecked his car, and I'm thinking. You either don't have insurance because he's still without transportation. Either you don't have insurance or like something's up. But
wait a minute, I wrecked my car in November.
Yeah,
I haven't
but that's different. Like you shopping around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Haven't picked something
like
out.
This has been
maybe that's what he's
long
doing.
time.
Yeah,
I could appreciate that. I thought about that, but I don't think that's it.
Yeah,
And then he was like, "I'm a patient man." Well, good.
Yeah,
good. And then he just he just messaged me. What are you looking for? Well, I mean, if you read my profile, it would tell you what I'm looking for.
Oh, shit.
But
you should shut him down.
I'm looking...
Like, okay,
I'm looking,
you're officially fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even.
And then it was like, GM for good morning. Like, you can't even take the time.
Shit.
You can't even take the time to communicate.
I would have immediately read general manager. I'd like, what?
What do you mean? And he says he values communication. And that's how you're texting?
No, you don't.
That's how you're texting?
He's a fucking liar.
He's spelling cool, Kewl. I'm like, why?
Is this somebody that's like 12?
No, this is a grown man, and it's so sad. It's so sad, but it's a part of as being single, and I'm also on Tinder, and I'm having some fun with that.
That's what I should go back.
That's been more promising. I feel being on Tinder. It's fun.
Oh, I didn't tell you about
this.
More the last girl I was talking to on Tinder, we're friends. We got to be friends, and everything on Facebook and all that shit. This was right before the one that we went to the coast to see.
Yeah.
She's with somebody now, like official relationship.
Whoa.
So yeah, good for her, right?
Wow.
So Tinder, I guess, worked for her.
Because I think it does.
Unless she met him outside of that, I don't know.
I think it's more of a decisive app.
Yeah.
And you pretty much have in your mind what you want, and
because we were talking, and she was like, "Oh, I saw you came to Hattiesburg, and you didn't message me or talk to me."
Oh, her.
Remember?
Yeah,
tell me about
yeah.
her. She was like, "You were in Hattiesburg, and you didn't tell me." It was like, "Well, I was at another girl's house. I couldn't just, So, but yeah, it's her, and she's with somebody now, so good for her.
Awesome.
So I guess it does.
It does work. It works. I mean, because I came across some guy. He lives in Austin, But I thought, whoa, I was incredibly intrigued with this guy, and I said, let me go ahead and swipe right just to see what happens. And I
We're
swiped
talking
right.
Austin, Texas. People.
Austin, Texas, yeah. And I swiped right, and he had already swiped right on me, and we were a match. I was like, this is pretty sweet. So there is hope out there. But, for certain apps, kind of expect certain things, Like I said, I am open to something serious. But, you have to have your stuff together. You have to know what you bring into the table. And, talking about, when you say that you value communication, you spelling cool, Kewl, and GM for good morning, and,
liar.
And you can't make a phone call and actually hold a proper conversation. You don't really value communication. Mm-hmm. So just keep it real.
You're just trying to say that, dude.
But so how is it feeling? How is it being single now?
Man, it's really early for me.
Yeah.
It does feel like I told you, a weight has been lifted off of me. Because I don't feel pressured to have to reach out to anybody, Before, like I told you, I would feel like, oh shit, I'd have to be on the phone right now, or I'd have to be seeing somebody or doing something.
Yeah.
I feel so much more relaxed. Like I'm just kind of living now. And when I get home, I'll get home and, there's no stress at all.
But I feel like you should be able to have that in a relationship.
But that's the thing, I've never had it. I've never had
that demand,
every relationship. There's a demand for me to be here.
Why aren't you answering? You have that account. Like that's
it's like
that's exhausting.
Bitch, I'm doing stuff. I've got shit going on. That's why. All right, motherfucker, I'm an adult.
And I have to tell you, this relationship that he just got out of, I had front row seats, and all I can say was I don't know how the boy did it, because it was exhausting just watching it, and it was hurtful at times too, because like when you have a friend and you see them not being appreciated, it does something to your spirit,
But now, by my own admission, I love crazy bitches, like unstable bitches. Those are the ones that I'm drawn to.
Those are ones that you could probably have fun sex with, but that's not real relationship. Like, you want a little spice, you want like a little, but not someone who is like trolling your every movement and telling you who your friends can be, and why aren't you answering your phone, and showing up unexpectedly because you're not answering a phone, or
it's the sex finally just wasn't good enough to keep up with all that.
Yeah. I can't imagine sex being that good.
But I am interested in, where I'm going forward.
Yeah,
because I haven't changed my Facebook status yet. You know, I haven't really even
for
tried
reasons.
to get out there.
For reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go slow.
You want to pace
this.
yourself.
Yeah, I want to go slow with this because I'm just a few days in. But I'm very interested now that, my mental state is different. What we talked about earlier today with the whole thing. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with things. Because I said, now it's not going to be like, if somebody's interested, then I just go for it. It's going to be like something that I really want. So I want to see how long I go before I kind of break down and just like, give me something.
But even that, like even getting laid, it's still not settling. It's you have a need that you're fulfilling. You know, if you just simply said, screw standards, I'm going to be in a relationship with this person. Yeah. That's different.
And I feel like a lot of that will get satisfied going out to California.
Yeah.
I'll get some of that out probably.
Yeah. We will be taking a show to San Diego in March for spring break. So we're going to have team meetings on the beach. That's what I'm talking about. In Cali. We're coming to Cali, people. I'm excited about that. Definitely
we're actually going back to Cali.
Back to Cali. Yeah, because we both were in the Navy, stationed in San Diego. And I graduated from San Diego State University, so I get to go home, see my people.
And I just fucked a lot of women out there. That's all I did, man. I didn't go to any school out there other than Navy school.
So this is gonna be a part 2, dude. I'm excited about it. It
is. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
And we're also gonna do a road trip coming from San Diego back to Mississippi, and so we're gonna have team meetings along the way on that. So I'm excited about this year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a team meeting per state.
Yeah, every little stop and like just talk about what we're experiencing, and
maybe we stop in Austin. You could slow
man,
because it's right on the way.
Sing a little something. Yeah. I forget the camera's on. So, but yeah, I thought about the hot guy I swiped right on. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We are in a better place, and I really hope that you all are off to a great start this year.
Yeah, we really do, guys.
Hope that you have the peace of mind that you want, that you have restored your faith and allowing yourself to be present and experience life that's being intended for you. That's where we're in at this moment, and we're both excited. So I hope that you are excited about your fresh start. Give yourself permission to be excited as well. I think you can choose to be happy, and I'm going to choose it. And I used to wait for the other shoe to fall, and I can't do that anymore. I used to be so afraid to make a decision. I used to be overwhelmed with anxiety, and I don't want to be that person anymore. If I'm afraid, I'm going to do it afraid. If I'm scared, I'm going to do it scared. If I'm nervous, I'm going to do it nervous. I'm just going to do it. And so far, it's been exciting.
That sounds like an STD is coming your way.
Oh, no. Just do it. That does not apply to sex, people, okay, just so we're clear. That does not apply to sex. If you feel like someone's got something, don't do it scared. Don't do it afraid. Just don't do it.
That's like people, they say, oh, YOLO. I'm like, that should never apply because there would be no condoms.
Yes,
there would be no any of that.
That's so true. This is definitely not one of those YOLO moments. It's not a you only live once. This is, don't be afraid to live your best life.
There you go.
Don't pass up an opportunity because you're afraid of what's coming next. I'm going to start looking at my buying power and looking for a house in Mississippi, and I'm excited about that. And at first I was so scared to say I want to live here, but I do. And Tom reminded me, people move all the time. If I get bored, if I wake up one morning and I'm bored, just get on a plane and go somewhere, But I want to have roots. I don't want to be afraid of that. I want to own land, So I'm doing it, Everything that I was so afraid to do, I'm doing it, and that's what I mean, Don't be afraid to live your best life, all right? Because it's the life that's intended for you. Just accept it and walk into it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's it. You can't make decisions thinking that you can control the outcome. Just freaking walk into it. So, but yeah, and as far as the little dating apps go and all that stuff, I'm going to keep having my fun.
Yeah, I'm going to keep get back on.
I'm going to be frank with people. The only thing is now, when Tommy was on Tinder, for those who know about Tinder, if no one's in your area, it just beeps red. It's like, there's no one around you. There's no one around you. He didn't have that problem, okay? He didn't have that problem. I always had that problem. So it's a little sad.
No, you make it sound bad, but I think what it is, I picked out 2 or 3, and I started talking to them. And
that's true, too.
And you would have these fuckers that pronounce cool Kewl. I mean, none of mine were. No, man, they weren't.
Yeah, they were world scholars, but
but there was a little more to them. I guess.
And you did have a lot of baby mamas in there sending you pictures.
Yeah, there was.
And stuff like that,
yeah, there was some of that shit.
Yeah, so that's all.
But it really only came down to 2 girls that I was fooling with.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend, the one that ended up being my girlfriend was number 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like I went buck wild.
Yeah.
But
you still had options.
Yeah, there
don't have many options.
Were better options, but now your grinder options.
Maybe there's a John Deere app I can.
According to Indiana, there is.
So, but guys, stay tuned. Like I said, we wish you well on this new year. Give yourself a fresh start. Grant yourself permission to be happy. Please allow yourself to live the life that's intended for you. All right, and have some fun, for crying out loud. Like, stop taking things so seriously, and let your faith be restored. Believe again. Believe again. All things are possible. So just believe again. All right. So we're gonna wrap that up. But stay tuned because we have so many more exciting shows to come. We've been gone for a few months, but we have a lot to share with you people. So
and it's about to be a really good year.
Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm so excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So stay tuned for the next episode. Till then, ready? Break.
Bye-bye.